Stalked by the CIA. They put a chip in my brain.
I wanted to talk about this recent trend that I've seen that has shown up on like YouTube a lot, which is that there are a lot of spiritual people making videos about ChatGPT, like all this other shit, right? Like they're all saying like, oh, but like I talked with ChatGPT to channel my higher self. I talked with ChatGPT about the Akashic records. ChatGPT told me the spiritual truth about, and I'm like, what? Like that has to be a psyop. That has to be a psyop, because you look at the agenda for AI, you look at the agenda for the brain chip, you look at the agenda for hooking humans up with AI through the brain chip. It is all a part of their plan to assimilate human beings with AI, and what they're trying to do, and what I see is happening, is that they are trying to package AI as a spiritual thing. They're trying to package AI as like, oh, it's the next level of our ascension into 5D, and they're trying to package it as like this spiritual thing. Like you have people who are like wondering about like the truth of the universe. Where do I get the truth and the wisdom of the universe? Oh yeah, I'll talk to ChatGPT. Are you serious? That has to be like a psyop. Like the way that is pushed in the algorithm, the way that is promoted in like the new age space, that like AI is like this spiritual thing that we should all just accept, or that it's inevitable, or that you can channel your higher self and access the Akashic records or talk to entities and other shit. And that gives me to another point, which is that artificial neural networks are essentially empty brains that negative entities can possess and influence, right? So anytime you talk to like ChatGPT or an AI program, you are essentially talking to possibly an entity that is influencing that artificial neural network. That is another reason why the elites, the World Economic Forum, and all these tech CEOs, why they're obsessed with AI, is that they're obsessed with AI because of the fact it essentially allows them a technological bridge between the spirit realm and the physical realm. This goes back to the obsession with like humanoid robots and like the brain chip and everything else, is that they're trying to create a physical bridge between the spirit realm and the physical realm, so that they can essentially allow these entities to influence and ultimately control human thinking through AI, which is like, that is the entire point, is that they want to eliminate human thinking. They want to eliminate independent thought through the brain chip. That, oh my, we'll become gods. We'll be able to calculate 5 gorillion operations per second, and we'll be able to, like, I'll be able to listen to Spotify just by thinking about it. Packaging this as like, oh, this is like the next level of ascension, dude. ChatGPT is like the next level of ascension. This is our next stage of galactic ascension or whatever. I call total bullshit on that, because of the fact that, you know, AI is not a spiritual thing. It is intelligence without essence, and it is inherently part of their agenda to destroy the soul of humanity, to destroy independent thought, independent thinking, the divine spark. It is a part of the attack on the divine spark to hook human beings up to AI, to put the brain chip inside, to get people to accept AI. This is why technological progress is controlled. The way that they release technology is deliberately controlled by the system. You think the iPhone was an accident? You think that like the Macintosh was an accident? You think, oh, Steve Jobs did all that. I started my company in my parents' garage. The parents' garage in question is a Rothschild mansion. The release of technology is deliberately controlled, and what they're doing now is they're trying to get people comfortable and accepting of artificial intelligence. Going back to the main subject of this video, the way that they try to package AI, the ChatGPT stuff, the way they try to package it as like a spiritual thing, like, oh, you're gonna get spiritual truth from fucking ChatGPT. Yeah, fucking right. Be careful about anything that stinks of, you know, AI is good, AI is going to fix us. What's inside of us is bad, and what's outside of us is good. AI is going to fix us. AI is the cure. Anything that stinks of that, you should be very careful of, because I do see that there is a trend of, you know, spiritual people, of new agers trying to package the ChatGPT stuff, trying to use ChatGPT and, you know, AI, trying to package it in a spiritual appearance, with the appearance of spirituality, that you can channel your higher self, which same thing as a Ouija board and like dead relatives. Like, oh, I'm going to talk to my dead grandma. Like, no, it's a demon disguised as your dead grandma. It's not your dead grandma. I'm going to access the Akashic records. I'm going to have so much. It's fucking AI. There's nothing spiritual about it. It doesn't have a soul. The AI stuff is ultimately a part of their plan to turn humanity into a hive mind. So of course they're going to try to package it in like a spiritual, new agey way in order to convince the spiritual people to put fucking computers in the brain. You should be very careful anytime you see anything that stinks of or smells of AI spiritual. AI is good for us. AI is going to fix us, and it's the next stage of our evolution. We don't need to evolve. We need to go back to our original state. This idea that humanity is fundamentally flawed and we need to fix ourselves and we need to evolve to the next stage. Like, no, we need to go back to our original spiritual form. That is the solution. You notice how they package it. What's inside is bad and humanity is flawed, but here's the cure. We can fix it. Don't look inside, look outside. That is their agenda with this AI stuff, with a lot of things in general, but like with the AI stuff specifically, like fundamental thing that they're saying is that humanity is wrong. Like what's inside is bad and what's outside is good. And you need to accept the cure from the outside. side, right? Problem, reaction, solution. So be very careful of the AI stuff, and be very careful of any people who try to package AI in a spiritual wrapper. Be very careful about that. That is a psyop that I'm seeing that people are doing. They're trying to package the ChatGPT stuff as a spiritual thing when it's not. But yeah, this is the video.